Good morning. Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Thursday, the 7th of May, 2020 at 9:10 a.m. A lot of economic news today that we'll digest. Stock market took off to the upside. It continues to be a tale of two very different worlds when you look at the small caps and you take a look at what's going on in the NASDAQ and the Dow and so on. It's really the NASDAQ that has been the powerhouse. I've made no bones about that. I understand with the stay-at-home shut-ins that we've had, how these tech companies have taken off, be it the Netflix, the Amazons, it goes on and on. So those FANG stocks, we get it, and that's a difference. Whether it lasts, well, we'll find out. They're making pretty big inroads. They don't just go away 1, 2, 3. Metal markets today getting a bounce as well. Some Chinese data came out, and if you took a look at what Chinese data looked like today, very, very surprising. Their exports were up rather dramatically. A lot of people think it's just as the factories got back in, they were able to get out goods that had been somewhere along the assembly line or ready to go out. They finally get them out. Imports were not up very big there. Energy's back up. The question in the Brent, we got up to 32.5 yesterday. Is the market able to penetrate that, or is this just a retest where the market starts weakening? In the grain market, the U.S. is going to call China, as I understand it, next week, and they're going to talk about where they're at on the phase 1 deal. By every accord, they're behind. That doesn't mean they can't catch up, and it doesn't mean they won't. So you have to wait and see how that part is going to play out. So the jobless claims, they came in. And if you look at the weekly, they came in at 3169. They're down about 700,000. The estimate was closer to 3 million is the ones I was watching at. So you're about where you were. The numbers that are climbing are the continuing jobless claims. They went to 463. That's a big number. They keep jumping around there. First quarter preliminary non-farm productivity came in at, let's see, up 4.8%. They expected it up 5.5%. And the fourth quarter of 2009 came in at 1.4%. So this is a big jump in that at this point. The first quarter non-farm productivity quarter over quarter was down 2.5%. They expected it down 5.5%, not as bad as thought. Challenger, a number of jobs lost again. They went up 170% to 671,129. The prior month was at 288. But remember, that was the prior month. You got to look at where you're at. Everything's about timing as to when these were done. At 9:30 today, we're going to get the EIA report. The market is looking for 105,000 increase, billion cubic feet. Explains the 12-cent drop that we had in the natural gas over the past 24 hours. Eurozone PMI, this came in at 12, with a forecast of 11.7. The bad news is March was 26.4. You got to look at all these numbers and see where they just came in. I won't read them all, but you get the point. You've got to compare to last year to see where you're at right now, and that's where you get to see the real impact of what's going on. You know, one of the things we do is we write about all these reports. Now, the big elephant in the room is going to be tomorrow morning when we get to see what the unemployment figures are looking like. So far, the estimate is coming out around 16%, so we'll see if the market is on the money or not for that, but that's going to be a very important number. We're going to be having right in front of us what's going on with the Chinese trade deal for U.S. agriculture products. That's important. We write about all this consistently. You'll find that we write in the evenings, the weekends. You're not left alone. A lot of firms, oh, come Monday, we'll start writing again. It's not how we work. So if you're a futures trader and you'd like to look at all these different markets from different points of view, why not give a try to our research? It's free to give it a try. No credit card, none of that. Go to www.iraepstein.com. We have a whole list of things you can try out. You'll see it in the bottom right, our free offerings. You can click up here. You'll see it on YouTube. That'll take you to the same spot. In the meantime, I'll wait to see you all this afternoon with our market wrap-ups. Have a great trading day. I'm Ira Epstein.